Hey, what's up, forehead? How we doing today? It's your boy, future Chris on the Dingus. I'm here to tell you that during the recording of this video, I had problems with the audio recorder, so I'm going to use this symbol right here for when the audio is bad. I'm also going to put a timestamp underneath it for when the audio is good and it comes back. I also played with the audio a lot, but it doesn't always do the best of jobs. Without further ado, you can get into the video and wait until you see what happens at the end. As you know, we don't have the bike anymore, but this is what contributed to that.
What's up, forehead? Do you like things hot and steamy? The things that I have going on aren't that hot and steamy. They're this hot and steamy.
You've blown your gasket.
So, that means this bitch has been running hot. I don't know if you've seen it in any of the recent videos, but she's overheating. And before summer takes full swing, I want to get this thing fixed. This way it's running cool all summer, and hopefully for the rest of the time that I live. So, we're going to be taking the radiator off. It has about a pinhole, about, that big in it. And we're going to take it over to the local welding shop and get it welded up.
What's up, forehead? 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 What's up, forehead?
Why do you think you're so fucking cool?
So the first step is, what do you guys think the first step is? It's to take the fairings off. So I'm gonna go do that. And I've done this so many times on the channel. If you really want to see fairings get done, you should look at this video. I'm just gonna pop these off and I'll meet up with you, okay?
All right, now I know what you might be thinking. Chris, why did you take off all of this shit? Oh shit. Can you stay like that, actually? That would help. Awesome. So I know what you may be thinking. Chris, why? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Why did you take all of this off when all you needed was that to get to the radiator that's in the front? Because we got brand new hoses. So we have to be able to get to the back. We also have a new thermostat. And everybody knows that everybody cool has colored radiator hoses on their motorcycle. The hardest part is going to be figuring out which one is which. But we have new hoses. So those are gonna get put on at the same time. And there's the thermostat housing. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's get down to the radiator. So starting on this side, we're gonna have one there, one right here, and then there's another one right here. But we're gonna go over to the other side to take this one off. They're all gonna be 10mm bolts. I'm just gonna use a ratchet. Nut on this back side? No, it's just thread through. And then we got that one more left over on the other side. Let's go get it. So you guys can't see this from below, but you can see it from above. It's right here. Right here. It's right here. Boom, and you just saw it drop down. So now that we got it down and dangling, right, we got some things that we still have to take apart. We gotta take off all of our electrical connectors. This will be for the fan. This is going to be our coolant temperature sensor. Boom. Now that's free. And then we also got to take apart all of our hoses. We're going to use the Phillips head. I think they're also a 7mm. We're going to want to try and keep these, all of these clamps in a decent condition because they are going to be going on all of the new hoses. And then we're just gonna take hoses off, and because this has a hole in it, there shouldn't be any coolant. Okay, there's coolant. Okay, so I was doing all this in the theory that there was nothing in there. Now I gotta figure out what to drain into. All right, so I have something to catch some of what's gonna fall out. Most of it, at least, I'm hoping. And you may see that it says purified drinking water on it. But if I can't tell that green isn't water, I deserve to drink it. So we're gonna be very careful. So that's how much coolant I had in the bike. Not very much. Ow! Oh shit. Oh shit. There's a little bit more than that. That'll be alright. Alright, so now we got the radiator hose off on this side. We still have the other side to do, and let's do that now. Alright, on this side we have 2 hoses. I'm not expecting anything to be in these, but once again I could be wrong. 1, and that's 2, and oh, bone dry, and not bone dry. And then we got these ones up here up top. Nothing in that one. It's very important to note, be careful when you're grabbing onto radiators by their fins. Their fins will cut you, and it's a little bit more than a paper cut. There we go. Alright, so now that we've got the whole radiator off, we're going to take the fan off, which is just going to be these 3 10mm bolts, and 3. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to go to the welding shop and get this all taken care of. Come here. Daddy! Would you believe it? A couple of those later, and we're here. YouTube, does anybody mind being recorded? Anybody? It's gonna be on YouTube. Alright. For real though? Or are you joking? Okay. Hey, you want to explain what you're gonna do to the camera?
I'm gonna take this piece of shit and I'm gonna throw it in the garbage. Now we're gonna try to find the leak, and if we do, we're gonna put some low temperature aluminum brazing on it.
Alright, how are you gonna find the leak?
Use the air.
With air and soap. I think that's coming from my hand.
Bad news is, these micro channels on this,
Yeah.
it ain't worth the labor of jacking with it and it not work. It's the same stuff that's on an air conditioning unit. I've had really bad experience with that. If it was somewhere on the side, that'd be good with it. But here, it's just, I could spend an hour on it and probably not work out.
Oh no.
Sorry, man. That is the bad news of it. How much is that thing?
$900.
Bliss.
And then out of stock.
And out of stock. Man, there's a radiator place that does these. That probably has better experience than me. Let me make a phone call for you.
Alright, so the next place is like an hour away that he recommended, that they deal with radiators all the time. So should be able to get away with something at one of these places. I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, forehead. I just brought it to Blackburn Radiator Shop. I'm gonna have it by hopefully this weekend. So now we're gonna go back to the house and figure out how many hoses we can do until the radiator is done. Alright, let's go! Alright, so now that we're back at the bike, we have a couple things that we can do. We dropped off the radiator at the radiator shop, and it's gonna be a couple days. So we have some time to do this stuff, which is gonna be the hoses, and I got a thermostat. So we're gonna be replacing all of this stuff, and we're gonna start off with the hoses just by taking these and matching them up to the ones that are on the bike and trying to make everything fit. This looks like this one, there's this, there's that. What is this one? Maybe this one? Yeah, that's this one. So we need this one and this one. So we got our hose here, and I guess we might as well take this extra heat shrink thing and put it on our new hose. That looks about right. Sweet. Oh yeah. And this one here is on the other side. This will be right here, and then this will be the one that goes down onto the water pump. Alright, the water pump is secured. I'll tuck that where it's supposed to go. Boom, that's ready to go. Pull this guy out here. It'll be ready to go. And then there's more on the other side of the water pump, so we'll go over there. Alright, we have a lot more hoses over on this side. One of them is here. Here's another one, which looks like it may just be this guy right here. That looks about right. And then we got another one right here, which is going to be this guy right here. You can see because of the sharp loop right there. Sharp loop. That's going to be that guy. I don't know where that one goes. That comes way over to right here. This guy's supposed to go in, through, around, and all the way up, back over onto the other side. Got this guy. This is going to be this one, so we'll do this one because it's big. Maybe we'll be able to reuse that. No, we won't. So we'll get our flathead wherever I put it. Let's get down here and do this big guy. We also have another little guy down here. They're kind of little. That should be loose enough. We'll pop this guy off since we're here. We'll put this guy on here. Crazy thing is, there's nothing that ever holds this one on. It's just on. And then we'll pop this guy off, which will leave a big mess. And that guy. Sorry, buddy. I was not feeling like figuring that out. Set that guy where he goes, and I mean, that looks close. Well, it's definitely not that. So it has to be this guy. Well, that it went on there like this. We're gonna put this on a different way, preferably with it facing down so it's easier to get to. And then the other one, do I want it to go that way? Yeah. We'll put this one on first since it was tucked in there. This is really low to be working, man. How did this one go? Like this, right? Yeah. Yep, just like that. That's right. Man, these hoses. This is gonna look really cool once it's done. Right now I'm very pissed off at it. I want this to face me, face up. It can go face up. That's the way I like to fuck. Oh, I guess it's gonna face this way. I guess it is gonna go down. And that'll go on like that. I need the clamp. There we go. And then we'll do this one, because this one's gonna suck. Oh, here we go. Got it. I'm going to pull this through, because this is one of the ones from the other side. Here's that. Actually works out, because I'd have to fish this fucking guy through. This will work out way better. Alright, there's that. We'll get this guy. Alright, now we don't have a reservoir to worry about getting in the way. We know what's going to go on the reservoir. This guy. So after some peeking around, I found these two. Right here and right here. Let's try and attack those. They look like they're going to be a real pain in the ass, if we're being honest. Not gonna lie, that guy's about to get cut. Sorry, not sorry. Hope you enjoyed being an asshole. There we go. And the small guy is gonna be held on there with the pinch clips on both sides. And of course, it's very inconveniently placed up top. Big one. It looks like it's just put on the bottom. Up top has one of the normal bolt clamps, or screw clamp, whatever you want to call it. Alright, I got the screw clamp loose. There we go. Well, that clamp is doing its fucking job. Just pull hard enough.
So if I fucking pull hard enough.
Get the fuck off of there. Whoa! This motherfucker was corroded the fuck on there. Alright, we got the top one, which is gonna go like this, hopefully. That ain't gonna happen. There's just no way. From this size down, I might have to get different size hose clamps, which are probably the smart way to go, or just shove them on, and that's what I'm gonna do for now. Eventually, I'm gonna get real size clamps, but today I'm not gonna do it because I have all day to do this. Oh, we also need to get the big guy out. That definitely does not have a hose clamp on it. That's concerning. There's one. And oh, there is one there. Seriously? Seriously? Dude. Literally in the worst spot. Like if it was right here, that'd be perfect. But it's not. No. It's like directly behind this. I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping this thing on there. Like, whose idea was that? Why wouldn't we be smart and put it right fucking there? That's the only other option. Just cut it off or not replace it. One could say I'm a pussy for not doing it. The other could say, yeah, it's probably not worth doing. Fuck it, we're cutting it. I didn't leave these hoses sitting around for a year for nothing. They're gonna get used. You know what I'm saying, forehead? I'll come back when I get this. Alright, I got it. Literally 2 minutes after I said I'll be right back. Pull this the fuck off of here. Let's see, this is where we were cutting. It literally was facing the worst possible fucking direction. Yeet. We gotta get this guy. Where did we cut? That's where we cut. Alright, this will go here, and this is gonna go like that. Why it wasn't to begin with is beyond me, but shove it down in there the way it's supposed to be, all the way on there. There we go, good girl. And this guy is gonna get clamps as well, but not yet. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna get clamps because that was way too easy. There we go. Yeah, we only got 2 left. This one gets fished up kind of like this. Up here, I remember through this thing, around this way, down in there. There's that, and then one more, which goes from the thermostat housing to right out here on the other side. This is the guy that we just fished all the way up around and through, and this is going to be the one that goes to the thermostat housing. So when I say thermostat housing, this guy right here is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure the thermostat is in here. It's either in here or it's down in here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be this guy. Thermostats are usually on the head. There's that, and you can see me fishing her through. We're gonna take this pinch clamp off and just pull on the other side. It'll be a lot easier, trust me. Underneath all the wires. Yeah, this is the way. Underneath all the wires. And this one, I'm gonna lift up on this one here. because we got to fish the other one under it. There it goes. And push back down on everything. And boom, we're all ready for our thermostat housing. And you might be thinking, Chris, you're doing all this talking about a thermostat housing. Didn't you say you have a thermostat? Stop getting ahead of me. We're getting to that literally right now. See, watch. So it's the microphone that's the problem. Cute. Alright, so if you can see, you should be able to see in here. This right here is our thermostat housing, I believe. 8mm bolt, 8mm bolt. Sometimes there's 3, but this one looks like it only has 2. And it should be relatively simple. You might be thinking, Chris, those wires are in the way. Why don't you just move them? Because it's way more work for you guys to be able to see absolutely perfectly clear when you can still see the basic idea of what's going on here. And with those 2 bolts off, this should pop out. Boom, and I feel the thermostat. There we are. There's our thermostat. The seal looks good on this side. And it looks pretty good on this side. So overall, this doesn't look bad, but it's also important to note that we see a lot of room over here and not so much room over here, and it went this way. Right? Very important. Grab the new one, and on the new one, you'll see that we have a lot of silver here, not so much here, so that's backwards. We'll slap that in there like that. Back in we go. And just like that, we have a new thermostat, baby. Let's go. And now with our thermostat on, I'm not afraid to put any of our hoses onto the housing itself. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on now. And I want it to be sitting like this, so it's pretty easily accessible. This way, if I ever have to take them off again in the future, I can do so without any problems. There she goes, she's on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. Shakalaka. We'll grab our next little one. Goes onto this little brass piece of the thermostat housing. And a trick is to take this and scooch it back first. Get it on there. And then come in with your pliers. Put it on there. All right, and then that's it for the thermostat housing, all done. We'll come down here. We still need one more big ring, and this final big ring is supposed to go right there. That's not very good. It's all kinked up. That may have to get cut. So we'll take this about 2 ribs right about here. We'll cut. It's still a little kinked, so we'll take off just a little bit more. I don't plan on taking off that much more, just one more rib. I think ought to do the trick. There we go. This ought to fit now. I mean, that's not too bad for a fucking pre-made kit off fucking Amazon. That's not bad. This one I'm gonna have sit in there like this, so I can easily get to it if I need to in the future. Tighten down at the bottom. This guy will be right here. And pull this off. Get that reservoir on there. And leave these loose so I know that I gotta take them back off. Now I gotta tighten this one. Now we have a new thermostat. We got our hoses back on there. We got our hoses on over here. this is going to be it until I get the radiator back, and when I do, I will be sure to see you. Alright, I will see you guys when I get the radiator. Alright, Forehead, so got the call from the radiator place. Turns out there's no hole in it, so we're going to hop up in the big old truck and we're going to go get it. Let's go. Alright, we got the radiator. Now me and my perfectly unbroken, unholy friend are gonna go back and put this thing on. And we're back at the house, and I have the radiator over here by the bike. So we're gonna start on this side. I got the hose, and I went to the auto parts store, got a bunch of hose clamps and some coolant so we could fill this fucking thing. I'm gonna put the hose clamps on the hoses that I said I would get hose clamps for once I'm actually doing the extra shit that I say I'm gonna do. Alright, now that I did all the hoses and the clamps, I'm going to put the fan back on the radiator. Get our fan, get our tiny little bolts. These probably have a torque spec. You should probably use it. I'm using Guten Tight. Oh yeah. Man, these things are so tight it reminds me of your mom. And now we're ready to go back onto the bike. So in case you were wondering, the way I remembered how this is gonna go on is the plug here, plug here, plug here, plug here. So this is gonna go in there like this. And then the other two are on the other side. Go over to the other side now. Go on, get. I guess I'll take you myself. Can't forget our hoses here. We might as well put them on. The thick one will go up to the reservoir, which will be on this guy. And the thin one that goes to the thermostat will go here. I'm not going to be able to put a clamp on this one, but I'll get one of the small ones for these. Perfect. Now we'll tuck this guy up in place and somehow get our fingers to put this fucking bolt in. Maybe we'll just have this do it. Get in the hole. Oh, tighter than your mom. Our last bolt down bottom. All right, got a couple hoses here. All right, now we got our hoses, we got our thermostat, we got our radiator put on. Now it's time to fill everything up. We're gonna use the radiator cap. Fit in there? Oh yeah, fit in there, you little slut. Okay, and with the radiator full now, I get to put on the gas tank and start it. So while this thing is running back here, what I'm doing is I'm letting it get up to temperature and get up to operating temperature and let the thermostat open up. This way everything will start bleeding, air bubbles out, and all that stuff. But by the looks of things, the sun is going down, and I'm gonna button everything up tomorrow, and I will let you guys watch this process for probably about 30 seconds, and then we'll jump into tomorrow. All right. That's not good. Something's smoking, something's burning. What's burning?
Just your will to live.
No, not my will to live. Stator wires. All right, so after a string of unfortunate events, we're back. Everything's warmed up. The whole system works nicely now. When it gets up to temperature and I shut it off, it doesn't spit back out like it did in the other video. Yeah, that shit doesn't happen anymore. I also had some problems with the headlights. Got that solved, figured out what that problem was. Let's get these fairings back on and get this bitch running. All right, and just like that, we got a nice new cooling system, and it's all working properly. So if you're not aware, I do stream on Twitch, okay? You could go follow me over there. That'd be awesome. If this video was cool in any sort of way, maybe hit the like button. I appreciate that. It lets me know I'm doing a good job when I'm making these videos, okay? Next thing, I have a hot lunch date. So now that this is done, we're gonna take the bike. Ooh, and it should start right up. Until then, I'm Chris on the 6. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.